G'day everybody, welcome to episode 284 of our playthrough of Dinkum. Hope you guys are doing well. And yesterday was a very exciting day. Well, I don't know if you call it really exciting, but we did go into the first tier of deep mines and we finally used 20 bat wings to get ourselves this reward here, which is the bat glider. So I'm going to be using the bat glider for a little bit before obviously switching back to a sensible looking glider, but I think it's nice to sort of play around with this one for a little bit. Let's start with the mail, something from Melbourne here to Blue. I was hunting jackaroo, I hope you don't mind, but I sent you some meat. Okay, cool, we can use that. Something from Rain, I hope you like hand-me-downs. Here's a square glasses. Haven't worn it for years. Okay, cool. We've got a pair already, so I reckon that's just gonna go to John's. So let's just quickly tidy up a few things here. And yeah, let's get our animal trap back in place. Now, in terms of what we're gonna get up to today, I reckon we should start a brand new project, guys. I did mention this in passing probably a few times now, but I think that there's probably not enough bottlebrush bushes out there in the wild, and one of the things I really want to do is actually do a bit of a restoration project, and yeah, we'll actually go out there, and that will involve cutting down some existing bottlebrush bushes and replanting them so that we will hopefully end up with a whole bunch more that we can actually harvest from, especially when we're sort of out and about, not doing too many things, you know, around town. Meaning, you know, if we do go to places in the bush, we should be able to come across a few more of those bushes more often. So hopefully that'll be a good project to get stuck into, and yeah, at the same time it should beautify the island a little bit more, right? So I really want to get that done, so we will do that, but not before we complete all of our responsibilities. My goodness, the kale is ready already? I was not expecting that. I thought it might take a few more days, but I guess with the fertilizer in place, I suppose it really speeds things up. I do want to get rid of this. Okay, and that's another key. Speaking of keys, I think we definitely have enough keys to go into the second tier of deep mines again. I've always been calling them the second tier of deep mines, and I think the official name is the Undergrove, potentially, because I saw a comment from someone saying the Undergrove, and perhaps maybe that's what I should be calling it. So the first tier of deep mines really is the deep mines, and the second tier is the Undergrove. Hopefully I can remember, but if not, I'll revert back to my usual names. Anyway, so there's a lot of kale to harvest. We'll get all of that done. Speaking of harvest, we did also spend a bit of time recently with getting the sugarcane crop running at the spare, sorry, not the spare, at the large farm. Sorry, I'm thinking about too many things at the same time. I think with the spare house, what I'm actually thinking about with the spare house is to actually move one of the spare houses anyway, the one in the actual town, and yeah, I was thinking about just moving that somewhere else, perhaps maybe to a more scenic location. Not entirely sure where just yet, but yeah, just somewhere different, you know. Plus, by doing that, that sort of guarantees us a little bit of extra space that we can potentially squeeze in another building if someone does decide to move in. So yeah, I think it's a good plan. We should feed the animals. Let's quickly do that right now. There you go. And there you go. Alright, good stuff. And then now we should get to the doggos and feed them as well. Alright, one for you and one for you. On, turn around. Good boy. Alright. So yeah, and recently we completed the doggo pond. Made it a little bit deeper, as per some suggestions. So hopefully it's looking okay now. Let's get all this kale out and replanted. There's a lot of it. So I wonder if the scythe would help us in this regard, actually. So I might actually quickly test it, because we might as well. If it does speed up the process, that's good. It would be a good discovery. Yeah, actually, it's not bad. I don't know if you would harvest kale with scythes in real life. Probably not the best tool for it. Then again, I have no idea about farming. And no idea about kale farming for that matter as well. So, where are our kale seeds? Did I put down our kale seeds somewhere? No. I'm not seeing them anywhere. Goodness me. Did I drop it somewhere? Sorry. Let's quickly take a look once more. I'm not seeing my kale seeds anywhere, guys. Did I have my kale seeds, like, disappear on me or something? That is very weird. We've got the kale there. Have I placed it down in the crate? Yes, I have. Goodness me. Sorry, guys. Bit of a brain fart going on. And that's pretty common around here. Welcome to the Blue Farmstead. Alright, let's continue on. So, me with my brilliance of using scythes to help us with harvesting the kale, but then not remembering where I've kept my kale seeds. Alright. I'm liking the speed at which we're growing the kale, actually, because I feel like... I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I feel like we haven't really been growing a lot of kale. So, I think after this winter, we'll have tons. And yeah, we'll be able to make all the things with kale. Or just sell it off. Can't remember what we need kale for. I'm sure there's like 1 or 2 recipes. Anything else around this side? I don't think so. Alright, cool. Still waiting on all of the pumpkins here. I think we still have quite a few more days for a lot of them, so you know, we won't worry too much about the pumpkin situation for now. I do want to utilize the space for some crops though, so I'm not entirely sure what we should grow there. I think maybe with the amount of kale that we're growing, potentially we should just go for carrots. Speaking of growing stuff, we are running out of kale seeds already, and carrot seeds actually, so perhaps maybe we should spend a bit of time to buy some more. And actually, almost forgot, but we do need to see Erwin as well about getting Ed the 5th. So we shall do that. for work to be done here. Let's just quickly do this as well. Now, again, apologies guys about the voice. I am not completely over the cold just yet. I'm actually feeling really, really good, but I don't think my voice has really recovered though, so it is a little bit annoying. So if I sound a little bit different, apologies about that. We're at 22 keys. That's actually really, really nice. It's been a while since we've had that many keys in hand. Alright, and let's just pick up these tools and place them in here. And what else can we do here? We should chuck some sugarcane in here. And we've got a lot of meat here for some reason, so should I maybe just store some meat over here? I think that should be fine. Alright, so that should free up a little bit more space. Are we keeping jellies right here? Righto. Random yabby here. Let's actually just quickly get rid of that, and that should give us a chance to play around with the gacha machine. Let's chuck that there. I don't think we need that. Got a lot of money in our pockets right now. A little bit uncomfortable. Let's try and spend a little bit of that money with Rain if she's selling the right seeds. She most certainly is, so let's buy all these carrot seeds. So I reckon we can pick up maybe another 100 or so. Alright, and I might go see Milburn very quickly. Chuck some cash in the bank. Welcome to the Weekend Bank. What do you need? Let's chat. Just seeing what's new. It's important to shares, Blue. I should know. I own them all. Jeez. Welcome to the Weekend Bank. What do you need? Show me my account, mate. Okay, let's take a look. Let's deposit maybe 400. That way we've got a little bit of money to spend if we do need to spend on something. But I'm not entirely sure we're gonna really do that today. Let's check the board. Ah yes, the compost request. We've still got, what, 2 days remaining. That's okay. Garden salad. We need 1 tomato for Milburn. Sure, that's fine. And I think that's 3 days as well, so plenty of time for all of that. Let's chuck all of that in there. And yeah, let's go see Erwin. And let's see if we can get ourselves another chook. A baby chook. Oh, actually, sorry. Wrong place. Went too far. Alright, here we are. Yeah, let's go with another one. Alright. Ed has returned. So, we could probably do this. Ed the 5th. Normally I wouldn't put the Roman numerals in there because you can't really control the capitalization of the letters, but at least we can put a V in there without looking too weird. And yeah, we now have Ed the 5th. It's like a king's name or something like that, but anyway, let's bring our new chook back home. And yeah, let's actually pick up a few things here. And as I said, today's going to be all about that restoration project. So I think part of that work is going to be us actually utilizing some of these bushes out here in the back of the workshop. And we'll actually, I guess, hopefully gather some seeds, more than like 2 seeds or at least 2 seeds from one bush, hopefully, to then, you know, use those spare seeds and, you know, make a few more bushes out there in the wild. What am I doing? I am looking for teas, but it doesn't look like we've got any teas on hand. So let's actually drop some of our wattle flowers and we'll see if we can just make a few more teas over here. The kegs look empty, so we should try and drop those teas in today if we can. I'll probably bring the wattle flowers with us. We'll probably pick up a few more in the process of our work today. But yeah, let's come back here. Sorry guys, I completely forgot. I wanted to chuck that in there as well. Alright, I think I'm happy. Let's just quickly cut down some of these bushes and we'll have to spend a little bit of time replanting them, obviously. Okay, so got bushes over here. Let's grab that. Okay, so that only gave us like 1 seed, which is unfortunate. But it'll need to be something like that. Let's keep going. Now, you might be asking, why am I taking down the bushes from here? Well, the main reason is because there's still not a lot of those bottlebrush bushes out there in the wild. So if we rely on just the ones in the wild, I don't think we're going to get too many bushes. So that's why I'm sort of just stealing a few from here. I mean, it's not really stealing, is it? Because I'm replanting stuff, as I normally do, guys. So, yeah, it is a little bit tricky though, because you don't always get 2 seeds out of 1 bush. Sometimes it only gives you 1. I think that's a wattle one, so we'll leave the wattle bushes alone. Okay, so we have 8 bottlebrush seeds that we can use. One thing that I better not forget is actually replanting these actual bushes, because I was about to walk away there and totally forget about actually planting these things. Very dangerous indeed. So let's just get the work done. Make sure these are in the ground. Now, unfortunately, this means that we're going to have to wait extra long for the next batch of flowers from these bushes, but that's okay. We can wait. We've got a stash, a decent stash, so I'm fine with it. We could potentially put 1 more bush back here, but that's okay. I won't worry about that. I think my main goal today is getting a few more bushes out there in the wild, so we will do that. Let's take little Ed the 5th back home, because I'm sure he's tired of being in the box. It's probably not the most comfortable place to hang around. Alright, let's grab Ed and place him down here. Good stuff. Alright. As usual, we won't pet Ed, because we want the small eggs. As horrible as that sounds, but anyway. Anything we need to do while we're here? Perhaps maybe we can put a few things away. Such as the poos and the scythe. I just realized this is where we've got a spare sprinkler. I thought we had some spare sprinklers somewhere. I just couldn't remember. But anyway, that's okay. We might use it for other purposes, growing grass and stuff like that potentially. We do need to spend time mowing as well, I feel, because look at all the grass sort of encroaching the roads there. Not a fan. Alright. Now, I do apologize, guys. As I said, I feel good, but you know, aside from the very, very dry throat, I'm also getting a bit of congestion as well. Feeling very difficult to breathe at times, so even talking can be a little bit of a challenge, trying to articulate myself. I mean, it's, you know, a challenge on normal days anyway, but even more so right now. I reckon this is a good place for maybe 1 or 2 bushes. So let's maybe chuck one down there and one down here. So let's get that in. Alright, good stuff. Now, am I going to put Bottlebrush bushes everywhere in Wuyan? The answer is no. I think it makes a lot of sense to keep the Bottlebrush in the right biome, which is the pine forest biome. So we'll try and stick to that biome as much as we can. So I might actually work on this area here and here, obviously, and we'll you know, try to restore as many of those bushes as we can. I don't think we're gonna, you know, do too much of the work in this episode because of how slow we can get the actual seeds, but at the very least we're making a bit of a start, right? So here's a full Bottlebrush bush. I might actually take this down, hope we get some seeds. Okay, that is a bit disappointing. Only one, so we're gonna have to replant that. That's fine. Let's chuck another one there, and yeah, let's just chuck all of this in the ground. Alright, good stuff. And on to the next area. That's actually sort of bushland, isn't it, over there? So not exactly the biome that I'm looking for. I'll grab all of that. Might as well. Yeah, I'd sort of like the area here where the doggos are. I'm not happy that doggos get munched on by these sharks, to be honest. But I do like the fact that they've got a little bit of a spawning ground over here. And I might actually make this like, or dub this a national heritage site of doggos. You know, protected, because they constantly spawn anyway. I might come back and try and repair the doggo spawning ground with a few more rocks and stones and stuff. So we should come back with the stone wand. But anyway, we should move on. Okay, so I reckon we can do with a few more bushes around here. Maybe one over there. And yeah, maybe one here. That's fine. I don't want the bushes to be, you know, located in places that are a little bit too dense, because then you won't really be able to see them, so there's no point, right? Do we want a few more around here? We may as well. Maybe one right here. That's the wrong thing. And we've only got one more, so I think the project for today is going to have to end here. So, not bad though. It's a pretty decent start, right? So, what we covered a tiny little bit. I mean, we didn't really go all the way out here. There probably could be like one or two bushes planted around there and here as well. But yeah, it's going to be a slow burn, this project, until we restore the entire pine forest area with a whole bunch more of our bottlebrush bushes. But I think it'll actually get faster and faster as we progress, because the more mature bottlebrush bushes we find, and we are going to find a lot more since we've just planted quite a few, the faster this whole project is going to go. So yeah, the only downside is, as I said before, we have to wait quite a long time before we actually be able to harvest a lot of those bottlebrush bush flowers. Is that the right thing? I suppose they're called bottle brushes. I don't know, I have such a hard time with bottlebrush. But anyway. Yeah, just gathering a few apples here and there, because I've just sort of realized... Excuse me guys, sorry, I had to sneeze there. But yeah, I sort of realized that I probably don't really gather a lot of my apples very much, so I should actually harvest my apples a little bit more often. So yeah, always something that I tend to ignore for some subconscious reason. Alright. And because we don't really have any more bottlebrush seeds, I'm a little bit confused as to what we should do next, but that's okay. I remember that there were some requests to further improve on the overlook that we've already completed, and that is to actually add some gum trees, I guess, on some of the actual ledges, and that's a really good idea. So I might actually get to working on that right now, and that involves grabbing our gum nuts from the workshop and yeah, just seeing if we can plant them at the overlook. So I'll quickly do that right now. Our doggos are hopefully going home for their overnight nap. Okay, let's park that, and quickly checking back in here for the teas, because we do need to... Oh my god, did I not drop in another batch? I think I may have missed one batch, guys. Bloody hell. That is really annoying. Anyway, we'll get the process started for these three. Hopefully, by the end of the night, we can actually chuck in the last batch. But if not, then I might actually do that off camera, because you guys know what's involved. What am I here to do? Ah yes, I'm here to grab the gum nuts. So let's quickly do that. And yeah, we should actually get that prepared. Some more meat over there. You know, I like picking up free meat here and there, but I know like a lot of this meat is probably from all those doggos that have been chomped on by the crocs. So it's a little bit brutal here in Muyan, not gonna lie. Everything's out to get ya. Sort of like real life Australia, to be honest. There's plenty of things out to get you here. Although I think I live in a pretty tame part of Australia, to be honest, because I don't get too many things trying to kill us over here. Maybe the odd spider or two. Just looking for those Buccinidae shells, guys, but not really seeing a whole bunch. Here's one. I probably need to sort of go out of my way a little bit to try and find more. But yeah, we only have like a couple more days for it, right? So I can't remember how many we need exactly. Actually, we should be able to check. 25. Okay. So I think we need a whole bunch more. Let's maybe just quickly jump across here, see if we can grab a few more. Alright, inventory is looking horrendous. Let's go back to the heli. Actually, I might quickly drop stuff off at the workshop, just to see if I can clear up some of the junk at the very least. That way we have a little bit more space to work with, especially with us needing to still, you know, do a little bit of farming tomorrow morning, so probably afford to replant this bush maybe over here. Okay. Time to do what we said that we were going to do, which is placing down some of these trees. So I'm keen to get a few of these in. Perhaps maybe we'll start on the low ground first. So one over there, maybe another one. I don't know, guys. I don't want it to sort of obstruct the view of the actual overlook either. When I say the view, I mean the view from the ground, because, you know, we'll have like some pretty colorful looking bushes once they actually flower. Maybe one over here. Will that look okay? I suppose it'll look okay. I don't really have a lot more space to put any more trees, but perhaps maybe over there. Look, what we can do is we can always sort of see what happens once the trees grow, because they won't take too long, right? And if we don't like the placement, then we can always take it down. But anyway, let's get planting, and yeah, hopefully it grows to look quite nice. Okay, was that everything? I think so. The only reason why I'm not placing one down on this side is, as I said, I don't want it to obstruct the view too much. We've already got a tree here, which is semi-blocking the view already. I don't really want to take it down though. Or, you know what? I just said that I didn't want to take this down, but I've done it anyway. I think I'll actually chuck that there. Sorry, maybe a little bit further. Maybe here. And yeah, that way the tree can grow there. At least if we stop here, we can sort of still see the view. And I don't think that tree is going to grow too tall to the point that it's going to obstruct anything. So that's fine. Just flying around a little bit more. Ah, I completely missed one here. Let's just get that. Very good. All right. I think we're almost done for the day. I might just have a few apples here since we've got it. That should keep us going a tiny bit. And yeah, we should wrap the episode up. And I'm just trying to think of whether or not there's anything that I have missed for the day. Might be a tad shorter of an episode, but you know, we've managed to do all the things that we want to do. Ed the Fifth is with us. The overlook is looking good, and we've made a really good start on our Bottlebrush restoration project. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah, hopefully we can get things moving along a little bit more. We probably have to wait. I don't know how long it takes for Bottlebrush to grow, but perhaps maybe 3-4 days or so. And then once those Bottlebrush have matured, like, oh, I guess the bushes mature, but then the flowers take some time to appear, right? So I don't know if there's like a better time to cut down the bushes for more seeds, but I think it's probably like randomized though. So you might either get 1 seed or 2 seeds every time you cut them down, no matter what. Oh man, I'm having trouble talking with all that's going on with my nose and my throat right now. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.